live, and the Harukos are the kind of clan. Sorry, not the Harukos. Harukos were... no, I am correct. It's been a while. My apologies. They are the family who live north of the Locandle Marsh. They live by samurai tradition, and Shiroma Haruko is the leader of the clan and the man which Asa has sent you to go and meet, essentially. So that will definitely be interesting once you get there. However, you've heard that the road is a long and arduous journey, and traveling with hundreds and maybe even thousands of civilians is definitely going to make the trip even more difficult. Thank you to Lennox 505 and Lady Commander for following. You have Gentlefolk and Scholars. We're only one follow away from a viewer decision here. Oh boy. So, let's pick up there. And let's just pick up with what you guys are doing whilst you're on the trail towards the mountains.
So
let's start here with...
I was going to say, I believe we spoke to the general who's leading this envoy, right? Was it a general?
Yes, you did.
I believe we spoke to him and we volunteered.
Hitagawa,
yeah. We volunteered to run Vanguard and kind of scout ahead and clear a path and make it easier for them to get through as a massive body of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also think. Hold on, is it because we've had me and you, Mike, have had one episode, haven't we?
Yes. The second
so,
episode was a prequel.
Yeah, I had a memory. From what I remember is we were told we would be sent to find something, and we were being sent somewhere horrible. But my problem is I have developed the tendency to leave dramatically, like sunglasses on, leave proper, like hardcore, dramatic leaving of all the leaves. But that means I miss most of the plot points and objective markers and everything like that. So I don't actually know where we're going. Shin has no idea. He's
you
just
guys want to catch Josh up?
Yeah. Where's,
we can say that you've catched him up along the road.
Yeah.
And that you guys are heading off to the mountain. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, we're essentially headed towards the mountain to speak with the samurais to assemble what may or may not be a weapon called the Samurai Sigil. And that's pretty much all we really know, I think. It's pretty much the meat and potatoes of it.
Yeah. Yep. So Shin's waiting outside for like this big revelation. You come out with just that, and he's like, "Oh, glad I didn't stay." That was actually kind of underwhelming.
I'm pretty sure Ryuk said he would assemble the weapon and then use it to kill Asa to absorb her powers.
She was,
and she laughed.
She was fine with that.
Yeah, she was okay with it. She was like, "Fine."
Yeah. She was kind of invincible, so I guess you're cool with that. I have fixed the tweeteroo, so there we go. It has now. You guys headed along the trail. You're scouting ahead of the main body of these hundreds of civilians. Let's hear like a little scene about what you guys have been doing along the road. It's been only a 2-day journey since. You're trekking through kind of low foothills coming up to mountains. And you see the huge mountains kind of towering above you guys in the distance. But currently you're kind of in a low foothills. So the kind of terrain that you'd be going through from the marsh. The marsh begins to roll into these kind of foothill areas. So you've got a lot of trees and a lot much more grass around as well, much more solid terrain. So, let's start with Gavin here. So what would Gavin be up to?
Just sort of, referencing Japanese paintings and actually, things like that. A lot of times there are lots of sort of roadside temples and things along those lines.
Yes, yeah.
Have we encountered anything kind of that nature in the last 2 days, or
Absolutely.
I think Gavin's knows that he's been having sort of weird visions. He's we were sort of thrown together. He always is going to sort of defer to his religious background, or maybe some answers, knowing that something's going on, not necessarily knowing the local deities and stuff. So if he sees a roadside temple that might have a religious elder or spiritual elder, he probably would visit in and just at least pay his respects and give proper deference to them.
Cool. Yeah. Absolutely. Interesting. Okay. Ryuk, what would you be up to along the trail over a few days here?
So Ryuk would have taken the Vanguard and scouting to heart, and I think he's probably the furthest ahead of the Vanguard, or ahead of the main body. because he has been blessed with Eldritch Sight, and he can basically detect magic at will. So his normal vision is to see all things magical and all things mundane. So he's kind of ahead of the party, scouting out, looking for any traps, anything weird. Because we just exited the swamp, and everything in the swamp was crazy and magic everywhere. So he's kind of on his hackles. His hackles are raised, looking for anything weird outside. He stabbed a lady through the heart, and she was okay with it. He threatened to find the super powerful weapon and kill her with it, and she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And the super swamp was magical. So he's kind of on edge, looking around. Like, he's never seen... Like, his whole clan has pacts with demons, and he's never seen this much magic before. So he's like, this is weird. What else could happen in these mountains?
Interesting. Cool. And finally, Shin.
Shin is basically seeing an opportunity here. Like, this is a quest. This is the sort of things where you go along and, like, you hear about these legendary heroes who went and did a great deed. So in his mind, he's like, maybe this will be it. Maybe this is a way to restore my honor and sort of gain... I mean, she was talking about the Shogun and the fact that she sort of personally knows the Shogun, and that's huge. That's, like, huge. So he was like... he was like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to... I know how to scout. I know how to remain hidden for most of it. So I think Shin has decided to sort of, like, stay away, distance himself a little from the convoy, and try and, like, make sure that the path is clear ahead. Also to avoid conversations. I think there's... I don't know if any of the samurai are traveling with us. But if they are, he would be avoiding.
I mean, you guys have gone. Yeah, you guys have gone ahead, so you have avoided any samurai that would be with you. So yeah, you managed to be on your own. In fact, let's start this off with some perception checks from you guys. Let me know what you roll here, because I'm tapping in and out of things. And let's see what we get.
Gavin has an 11.
Nice. Ryuk?
Ryuk has a natural 1.
Nat 1.
Natural 1. As you would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A 9. We nailed it.
Okay, so Gavin is the only one to see, or in fact hear this. Gavin, you hear a kind of a clip clopping coming from kind of your west, I suppose, as you're walking along this trail, very simple trail currently, trees to either side, leading upwards into foothills. And you hear the sound of several horses coming, maybe like a few hundred yards ahead of you and to your west.
I don't remember your characters' names or my companions.
I am Shin. He is Ryuk.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ryuk.
Ryuk. Sorry.
Indeed. A
Are
hooved
Shin and
kitsune.
Ryuk close by, or are they off? I know Ryuk was saying he was riding way ahead. Shin was also ahead. So,
we'll say at this point that you guys are together. Yeah.
Shin, Ryuk, there's someone coming, someone approaching.
What do you mean?
There's someone
sorry,
approaching
that
the
wasn't a racist enough accent. What do you mean? I forgot my accent from last time.
There we are.
There we go. Got
That's
it.
what I like to hear.
Yep.
If I can't hear them wincing from the stereotype from far away, it doesn't count.
Someone approaches.
Someone approaches on horseback from ahead. From the west.
How have I not seen this?
You're not paying attention.
Yes.
You're like riding your horse backwards, like, how did I not know?
Yeah, I'm just doing circles around you guys. I'm just checking our perimeter, our immediate internally. You said
It's like,
from the
I will guard
west.
the perimeter and just like constantly looping us. Like, I'm feeling sick, Rogue. Please stop.
Right there.
It's literally
Right
a horse
there.
comes out. Ryuk is gonna try to slink off, and I assume where there's like there's like underbrush and some light woods in this area if we're approaching a mountain, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You got trees as well.
Yeah, he's gonna try to slink off and try to be as stealthy as possible and see if he can not quite get the drop on, but get some advance notice on these this incoming rider.
Okay, cool. Roll me a stealth check.
Shin will probably go in the opposite direction and try and do the same slinky thing, and just before he parts, just say to Gavin, "It appears you are an emissary," and just like jumps off and like goes sneaky.
Yes, the white
Okay.
man. Yeah, so I have an 11 on the stealth roll.
The white man. Oh,
Okay, and Shin, what do you roll?
A 27.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice. Whilst I sneeze here? Well, maybe not. Okay. So Gavin's standing out in the road as three horse riders turn a corner, and they are three ladies, three women dressed in imperial armor. They look like scouts, and you recognize these women as Jen, Cass, and Rebecca from the Imperial Army, who you were riding on horseback with only last episode. Jen's got a red hair, Cass has brown hair, Rebecca has this kind of dark hair. And Rebecca looked like she was local to the area as well, in this part of the world at least, where the others look more kind of Nordic or European in appearance, I suppose. And the three of them are just like charging down the road towards Gavin, and actually kind of slow down and stop. They're all armed and armored with weaponry. And they begin to like kind of slow down and pull up as they come towards Gavin. Jen looks down at you and says, "What are you doing here, Gavin?"
Good to see you again, ladies. How are you? What brings you charging up the road so quickly?
We're at war, and we're scouts. We heard that you defected.
We did, in fact. You are in an unwinnable situation.
She looks around and she says, "With hiding like that, I don't think that Ryuk's going to be much of a problem."
I found it. That was this arrow I was looking for. I found it. It's right here in the woods. And then he comes out of the woods. I misplaced it.
And where's the other one? He must be skulking around here somewhere.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, listen, what are you doing here?
Trying to protect the civilians. They should never have any part of war, no matter whose side they're on.
And you're riding ahead of them?
Yes, make sure there aren't dangers along the way. Are you a danger?
So that means that they're back there. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
I am trying to find a weapon to kill Asa.
So you're... Wait, what?
What?
You know that Asa's on your side?
Yeah, yes. Well, no. I am on no one's side. I will find the weapon, and I will kill her with it. She is immortal.
No one's immortal. But I
That
do
is what
thank
I
you
said.
for the information on where we can find the civilians. Just travel safe.
Yes, you as well.
They begin to right away back towards the civilians.
Who's leading them?
They kind of ride together, honestly. But Jen spoke up. She was the one that spoke.
Cool. Jen was the one to speak. Okay, cool. Something flies out of the woods at her.
Okay. I love that they're like, where are the civilians? like that way. Thanks.
And basically, I'm aiming for the horse.
Okay.
So, does a number... does a 19 hit the horse?
19 does hit a moving horse, yeah. What do you throw at her?
It's a dart. It's just... monks have darts and stuff, so yeah, it's just one of his ranged weapons. For 6 piercing damage, straight into like the horse's flank to essentially stop this retreat. The Shin's just like, why would you just let them pass? I don't understand.
Yeah. The horse begins like, and like falls down. You like crippled its foot, It's like still going, but you can tell it's like really slowing down. She says,
I'm
"Go
going
ahead,
to
right
say-
ahead." As the other two begin to just like ride straight ahead. They're not staying behind for her.
I get 2 attacks, so I'm going to try and bring at least another one down. For a 25.
25's a hit.
Yeah, for 8 piercing damage.
Nice. So yeah, you kind of go into the side of the flank with one horse, and the other as well. You just chuck another one out as a horse, and they begin to like fall down. You know, like horses can like fall onto their sides when they're in. And they're kind of like, they're not dead. I mean, they've taken only 8 damage, but they are like, their legs are crippled, basically. And the 2 riders are struggling to kind of dismount, whilst the third girl, Rebecca, is just charging ahead. And by this point, she's charging full ahead. She's kind of out of range of you, going towards the civilians at this point.
Is she over 120 feet away?
Let's have a look. I guess she would dash. We'll say she's just about 120. So I'll let you have a parting shot if you want to try and stop her.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I mean, these guys are already quite far away, and then
I'm gonna shoot a guy.
Oh, Shin literally would have seen them like be allowed to pass and immediately been like, no, and just throw like, no, bad Royal and Gavin.
Yeah.
I miss with a natural 1.
Yes, indeed, you too. So
Why
yeah,
are
what
you
what
attacking?
were you trying to do? What was Gavin attempting to do then? Gotcha. Yeah. So it doesn't hit his target, and the girl just kind of rides off across, past a set of trees, basically out of line of sight and range, as she kind of just dashes away on her charger. And the other 2 are like struggling with their horses. They kind of dismount, and they're going to draw swords to come at you guys.
As they have not seen me as of yet and were riding away, can I try and re-stealth?
Yeah, let's roll initiative first.
Cool. Okay.
Because we're in combat
Now
scenario
what
now.
again?
God damn.
Sweet. So, Mike,
Yep.
you're on point tonight.
I'm killing it, guys. So yeah, Ryuk looks around and he says, "Why are you attacking them? They were just scouts."
Oh, you have to be made.
Gavin rolled a 4.
Yeah, I've rolled a. You guys are good.
13.
Yeah, we were
13.
on top of it.
All right then. So
13.
Shen rolls 13. Okay, and then we're gonna have Jen and the other girl's name, Cass, go first. So in fact, Cass is going to take it to her bow. She's going to take cover behind the horse, which is kind of like lying down in pain. What's up, Cracky Crew? How's it going, man? And she's going to take a shot towards Gavin, we'll say. Why not? Assuming that the shot has come from him after you did attempt to pursue. So let me get my dice roll up here, and she will give it a go. Whilst Jen moves in towards her sword, she's actually going to try and roll a perception check to see if she can see who threw the things, first of all, to cripple her horse. She's not a fan, so she's going to roll a perception check. Plus 3, not E. She rolled a 17. And you can roll me stealth now if you want, Josh.
Yeah, that's cool. 16, she just sees me.
She just spots you moving out from the hedgerow, we'll say. So she spotted you, but this Cass is going to take a shot straight at Gavin for, first of all, a 24 versus your armor class, Gavin.
It hits.
Damn.
All right. And second is a 6 versus your armor class. So that's, I'm guessing, not a hit. However, you do take a total of 10 damage from this bow. This arrow just lands in your side, and she finds her aim. Jen is going to rush in, also to attack Ryuk, because he's nearest. Oh no, in fact, she's seen what's his name? She's seen Shin.
She's seen me, yeah.
Going to rush in towards you to strike for a 17 versus your armor class.
I am 90% sure that will probably be a hit. It is not a hit. Holy crap!
God damn.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Go you.
15 armor class. Yeah.
You notice, man. She's gonna. Second attack isn't 8 versus your armor class, so I'm guessing that's a miss.
Yeah, indeed.
All right, so that is their turn. Shin, Jen's in combat with you. What is the plan here?
Unfortunately, I don't get to. I don't get to do my shooty shoot. But I will. I'm gonna hit her. Obviously, I will draw my Wagasashi and go for the stabby of the stabs for a. How does a 13 suit her?
13 does not suit her at all. It's a miss.
Damn it. Okay, in which case I will also take a one. Yeah, I'll spend a key point and make a flurry of blows for a 23
24 is a hit.
and a 16.
16 is also a hit.
Yeah, and then I will. I think that is everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
so how much
that's it.
damage from those hits?
First one in total is. Gosh, roll 20 is taking forever to roll for me tonight. 17, the perfect number of damage total.
Excellent stuff.
An assault with my fists or legs.
Excellent. All right then. So Gavin, Jen's in combat. Cass is shooting at you from behind a horse, and Wolf Hunter 17 is following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us. Tall School, what is Gavin doing at this point?
How far away is she?
Cass on a horse is like 20 feet away, so you could get into contact with
I run up to her and say, "Do you really want to do this?" And I try to grapple and restrain her.
Ooh. Okay. Give me, I guess, opposed athletics checks for a grapple. So let's see what her athletics is. She rolled a 15.
Oh dear.
Apparently she does want to do it.
Yeah. You'd get the overwhelming sense that, yes, she definitely does want to do this. She's been attacked. Her horse has essentially been killed. She's like, get off me, as she's trying to stab you, basically.
Will, I'll take this at the start of my turn to remind you that was 20 out of 20 followers.
Goddamn, goddamn.
Oh damn.
Let's do this. All right, so we'll get to that after Ryuk's turn. So, Ryuk, your turn, and then we'll do the straw poll.
Yeah, so Ryuk still looks confused as to why we're fighting these people, and he kind of looks back and forth between Gavin and Shin, and then makes the decision to save his countrymen before he saves an Albionite. And he kind of rushes to Shin's aid, pulling out both his ninjatos as he kind of slides in behind, was it Jess? And he is going to... he's going to nat 20 and a 5.
Oh, damn.
So,
Oh, yeah. Nat 20 is a hit. A 5 is not, however.
So 3 plus 18, that's a lot of damage. That doesn't seem right. 1d68. Okay, that's not right.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, let me just do this again. So it's a 3 and a 10, 13 damage. And then he's going to do sneak attack damage. So 23 damage. He just slides up behind Jess and kind of just jabs the shit out of her back with his ninjatos.
Nice. She just kind of screams out in pain as you do that. And that takes it to the top of round 2. So underneath this line here in the chat, folks, from some ideas as to what could happen next. Hit the old 68-sided die, right? Not quite as good as a 69-sided die.
Right.
But that's true. I mean, underneath that line, for some ideas, what could happen next? They're currently fighting Jen and Cass, 2 Albionite Imperial scouts. And one of their number has already escaped. However, these 2 are still alive and fighting. They're working for the enemy side, basically. So get into a straw poll. Is anyone in chat around to do the straw poll for me? I feel like redundant to go to sleep. So if anyone wants to volunteer to do the straw poll for me, I'd appreciate that. Also, thank you to Worstimore for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So at the top of round 2, it is Jen and Cass's turn to do things. So Jen's going to turn on Ryuk, who stabbed her in the back, to attack her for a 16 versus your armor class, Ryuk.
That will hit.
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. So you're going to take a total of 17 damage. God damn.
Jesus.
She does not fuck around, this girl. I mean, she could take her sake. So that's how you know. And Cass is going to continue to shoot at Gavin for a 9 versus your armor class.
Does not hit.
Second one is a 13 versus your armor class.
Does not hit.
I think that's a miss as well. All right, perfect. Round 2, it's Shin's turn. Some blood
okay. You know what? Shin is going to... He's going to swap weapons and use a... okay. It's... yeah, okay, right. He's going to swap weapons and to his musket that he was given, his boomstick, his dongerish boomstick.
Indeed.
And he's going to use, I believe it's called Step of the Wind. It is called Step of the Wind. For 1 key point, which lets me use a bonus action to dash or disengage, and it doubles my jump distance on that turn. So how this happens is literally he there 1 second, and as she goes to attack again, he just jumps through the air, landing just a short, almost next to Gavin, who I believe is being assaulted. And then he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot back at her. He's just left behind. Now I've got these stats in front of me. It's a musket, which is I will pull up this in my character sheet in just a moment. But I've got the thing up. It's plus my deck, which is a a 5. I'm going to not give myself proficiency with this random weapon that I have no idea how it works.
Yeah.
But it is plus my dex. Is a 10. Damn it!
A 10 is not a hit, unfortunately. As cool as it is, she manages to just kind of dive to the side.
There's an almighty bang as gunpowder weaponry is invented and simultaneously unleashed. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, basically, I'm guessing, your ears are ringing at this point. You're like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, exploded in your face, and there's, ash going everywhere and smoke filling your lungs. You're like, whoa! What the hell is that? And probably enough to distract you. This is a weapon that you've never actually fired before. Gavin, it seems like Finn has managed to, explode himself somewhat. What are you doing?
Well... she wants to dance, so let's dance. I swing my warhammer.
All right.
18.
Bang. 18 is a hit.
And I'm going to go ahead and make this a divine smite on her.
All right.
So it's 13 bludgeoning plus, and it's not doing a one-click thing, plus another 2d8. I will just roll it. Oh, you know what? It's asking me if I have a higher cast. Nope. Regular cast. There we go. So it is 20 points of damage, 13 bludgeoning, 7 radiant.
All right. 13 points damage against Jen. She's taking a fair amount. Oh, this is against the girl fighting. Nice. God damn, she's taking a beating here. She looks pretty bloody at this point and wounded. Anything else you want to do, Gavin?
Just tell her, drop your arms. I don't want to kill you. But I will.
All right, it's Ryuk's turn.
So Ryuk, now fully alone.
Fully alone.
Yeah, now that the friend he went to go, his countryman he went to go save has leapt through the air and teleported away.
Yeah.
He is going to kind of look back. Yeah, I came to your aid. He kind of looks back, confused, and then renews his assault on this Jess person. So a 13 and a 15.
A 13 and 15. Neither are hits.
Okay.
Nope. So the sweet number of 16 you're looking for.
Sweet. So yeah, that's all he does. He kind of slashes out with his swords. I assume she definitely dodges backwards in her scout's armor.
Yeah,
misses entirely.
She gonna just dive out of the way, just kind of nicks her. And thank you to Pyroclastic for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So top of round 3, it's Jen who's still standing, and Cass's turns to go in. So Jen's going to try and do as much damage as possible. She's still fighting Ryuk for a... Let's see, 17 versus your armor class again.
That'll hit.
All right, you take a total of 14 damage. From the first swing. The second swing is a 14 versus your armor class.
That'll hit as well.
Oh, damn, okay. Sweet. Take 12 damage.
Okay, so as Ryuk falls, because his friend leapt out of the way and left him there, make a DC 14, whatever the hell that save is. Level 1? Level 1. Level 2? Level 2. There. No, Jesus Christ. Input value, level 2. Make a DC 14 dexterity save.
Dexterity is +2. She rolled a 17.
Okay, she passes. So fire ignites around her but does no damage as Ryuk falls to the ground.
Shit. Okay, so Ryuk is down. Cass is going to continue to shoot Gavin. For a 8 versus your armor class and a 13, so both misses.
I have a question for you.
I might have an answer for you.
You might have an answer. Actually, I don't think you hit, so never mind. But I have the ability to deflect missiles, and I can use it as a reaction. But it's when I'm hit by ranged. But I'm standing next to him. Could I possibly grab one of these and throw it back as a reaction? Which is
if they're on hits, then definitely.
Okay, cool.
Seeing as they're misses, they either like ping into him and fly off, or they just fly off somewhere else, and the trajectory isn't
Yeah, that's
back.
cool.
All right, it's your turn, however, Shin.
Like not wanting any business to do with whatever this thing is that he just used, and not having read the instructions, he will just sort of like place it on the ground carefully, because it's probably an explosive of some sort, and he's going to rush over to deal with... He's going to go back, essentially. He goes back to deal with girl who dropped Ryuk, come charging in for a... Gosh, all the noises, all of them. 17 and a 23.
Yep. Both hit.
For 10 slashing damage, followed by 8 slashing damage, 18 in total.
Nice. How do you kill Jen? Or do you want to kill her, or do you just want to knock her out?
I don't want to kill Jen. I will basically like disarm her, hit her with the pommel, and then just flat, like with the flat of my hand, hit her in the face. And yeah.
Fuck you.
What is
cool?
There are some strange noises happening. I don't know who it's coming from.
Some like fan sounds going through. If you have a fan nearby, it might be that. It is Gavin's turn, however.
I'm gonna do non-lethal damage to try to take down Cass there in front of me.
Nice.
Is it me?
Yes, I think the sound might be coming from you, like a fan sound nearby. Check you're on your right microphone, actually, because it sounds like you're a little kind of underwater. Might just be like you're...
Here, tell you what, let me just roll these real quick, and then I'll see if I can fix it.
Shoving. Get balls.
What?
Alright.
15 hit.
15 is not a hit.
I don't hit her. Let me see if I can check these mics.
Okay. Okay, I'm still getting it through now. Maybe it's from Mike. I don't know. Because Gavin, Jay's muted. I'm still hearing it. Let me mute Mike for a second. It is coming from Mike. Okay, we have identified the problem.
Yeah.
I will mute you for a second, Mike. Okay, cool. Because he's dead anyway. But it is Mike's turn to roll a death saving throw for us. So, Mike, if you wouldn't mind being so kind.
7.
7 is not enough, unfortunately. 7 is bad. Bad Mike. Bad Mike. Okay. It's top around 4. Cass is still standing. As is Jen, actually, seeing as she's down. She didn't go down last time. I'm just going to mute Micros here. So I can this. Cass is going to shoot.
I've dropped one of them. She's
oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Jen went down. So Cass is going to shoot Gavin for an 18 versus your armor class, Gavin.
Nope.
Oh, damn. And a 20 versus your armor class.
20 finally hits.
All right. So you're going to take 6 damage.
Okay.
All right. So that's her turn, and that's her actions at least. And she's going to start moving away. She's going to start running away because she's seeing her leader go down here. Shin, it is your turn.
Shin will try and bring her down as she flees. If actually, I've got a 45 movement speed, so I'm probably going to catch her. I don't know if I'll catch her like this round, but I'm going to just haul ass after her and stick with the blade because I can do more damage with a blade than I can just like throwing. So yeah, I will. Actually, I can run and throw. Why wouldn't I just?
Cool.
No, right. Sorry, brain. I will double move. So I move 90 feet, which is considerable. Do I manage to catch her?
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
Chain move 30.
In which case, I've just checked that I can't. Yeah, I will try to creature with a melee weapon attack. I think I can flurry of blows. No, I can't flurry of blows, so I just catch up with her and do absolutely nothing, unless you'll let me like plow into her or make an athletics or something.
No, she's just on full health. I mean, she's doing okay. So that's Shin. Yeah, Gavin. What's Gavin up to?
So how far away is she?
She's 30 feet away.
30 feet away. Well, then I run up and again try to non lethal damage with the warhammer.
Yeah.
17.
17's a hit.
5 bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning damage. Okay. It's the first damage she's taken, actually. All right, that's Gavin. Anything else?
Well, she took 20 points of damage from me earlier.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, she's taken that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got another attack with my warhammer, so I'm gonna swing it again.
Cool.
And I miss. Darn it.
Okay. All right then. Ryuk, time for a second death saving throw.
14 pass.
14 is a pass. Oh yeah. Okay, good. So one save, one fail. This point, Cass is looking really low, and she is going to surrender. She's just going to throw her bow to the floor, and just put her hand. Stop! Don't kill me. And that's her turn. If you want to carry on and kill her, you can straight up coup de grace her at this point, or knock her out if you want.
I just go over. I use my blade to take her quiver, and I was gonna say like I slice through her belt, but not like I don't want her trousers to fall down. I just want like to steal her shit. So like yeah, I realized that sounded really weird when you said it out loud. But yeah, I basically disarm her and take some stuff off her, and then just stand next to Gavin. As if I'm like Gavin's bodyguard or something. I don't know. But he just stands there with his sword ready, making it evident that don't run.
Well,
okay.
I tell Shin, guard her. I go over and do spare. Actually, I'll go ahead and heal him.
You don't need to. She's just unconscious.
No, lady, our other friend over here who's dying.
Oh yeah, him. Save him. Entirely.
Ryuk, our buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna go just do a lay on hands. Give him 5 to bring him up.
Good.
All right, so Ryuk, I think Mike sorted out his problem now. So Ryuk, you come back up. Jen is kind of bleeding out on the floor, and Cass has like surrendered at this point. And
I think as a bonus, I can spare the dying her. So I lay on him and spare.
I don't think it's so much as needing to like spare her. Like she's not. It's not like that. It's more the fact that she is dying of because she took quite a considerable amount of a beating from me and Ryok.
Yeah, she has taken a lot of wounds, but you can stabilize her, so she's not going to immediately like die from blood loss here.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
So
can spell die on her.
since that's my necrotic piece, I pull off my glove and use the Raven Queen hand and do the spare the dying on her since it's a necromancy spell. And you get nice sort of black tendrils come off. As they peel off his hand, they sort of fall to the ground as sort of black feathers and then melt into the ground. And get her stabilized.
Nice. So what are you guys doing after that? You've got Ryok up. She's stabilized. The other girl is surrendered.
So Ryoku, he kind of stands and he looks around and he realizes that he had a very close brush with death, and he bows towards Gavin, who I assume is still having his necrotic hand heal or do whatever it's doing to this was it Jen person?
Jen, yeah.
And he's going to casually walk over and plunge both of his ninjato into her throat.
You're gonna try and kill who?
Jen.
He's killing Jen.
Yeah, the one that killed me. It's the honorable thing to do.
I can't do anything to stop this. I'm nowhere near you.
I mean, Gavin's the only one nearby.
Yeah, and as far as Ryu can tell, he has a demon arm that just came out of nowhere, and he's trying to kill her too. I think this is the first time he's seen the necrotic arm.
He's trying to kill Steel.
So, he's doing both at the same time, isn't he? I mean, I can try to stop. What would it be? A dex? Whatever.
Roll a dex save.
Yeah, or you could probably speak to him. I guess he's on the ground. He's supposed to get up and like move over there and stab him in the throat.
Stay there. I guess I assume I can see killer.
He gets up and he has both of his ninjutsu out like he's going to come at her.
Stop. Right there.
What do you want?
Her life is in my hands now, not yours.
Yes, and you are
Yours
clearly
was
taking
in mine before. Step away. Go check on Shin and the prisoner.
We take prisoners now.
I at least want to see what their mission was before they encountered us.
Yes, if you would like to dishonor them. Dishonor a warrior.
Shin turns and like through barred teeth is just like, we take prisoners. Or sometimes we just allow the enemy to slip through our ranks and to butcher our civilians that we are sworn to guard.
The scout the scout was no enemy. They are a scout.
Oh dear.
The viewer decision has said that one of the characters is hit on the head and gets amnesia. Well, Ryok's been hit on the head pretty hard.
That's true.
So you remember the immediate past is quite clear to you. You remember what went on, but you're kind of long distant kind of past what went on there. Your like clan and who you are and why you're here is seemingly quite vague to you.
Interesting. So
It's really a concussion.
So
Good luck with that.
So yeah, he looks to you and he says, yes, the 3 scouts was no problem. There is a general and a small army with the rest of the party, the rest of the main body. Do you not think they could handle this?
No, I think you could not handle this.
I saw no reason to kill the scout.
You know what a scout does. A scout reports back to a larger force.
Yes, we could take the larger force. There's no reason to take the scout. More death in battle, more glory.
You have blood trickling down your temple. I'm going to attribute that to your stupidity.
Yes, I've never been to your temple.
He just it's been lovely, guys.
Instant Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Instant
Sudoku, yes,
division.
it's Sudoku.
It's always Sudoku.
Oh man.
Like Shin just gives up. Shin looks at who am I? Is it Cass? I'm currently holding or Jen.
Yes, yeah.
It's Cass.
Cass, Jen is the one that's been almost about to be killed. Cass is still conscious.
Cass is the one I just look and I say, your forces, how many are there? Where do they march from?
This is something that you actually know. So this information, because you were part of the army.
I'm basically saying how many have they brought? Is it the whole army, or is there like a small attack force coming? That's what I mean. Like it's not.
She says all of us, every one of them, are on the march. What did you expect?
I mean, I'm up the road, but I assume I can hear what's going on. We're close enough that we're all in earshot.
Yeah, it would have been the earshot. Yeah.
Jin, there's no way they can flank the swamp. They have to go through Asa's forces, regardless, to get to this place. You can't. While a scout can get through the swamp, there's no way that the forces of the army could. They have to deal with Asa before getting here. These scouts pose no greater risk than the risk of themselves. Now, they did choose to attack us, and we had to defend ourselves.
No, we were attacked first.
You are scouts for the enemy. Do not assume.
Yes, no, you did not attack first.
Yeah, no. It's like, in all fairness, Gavin, they have a point. I was the first one to strike blows, and I apologize for your horses. I hope Rebecca makes it safely. But you are scouts for the enemy. And as you said to Gavin just now, this is war. I say we strip them of their weapons and leave them.
Information is information. We should bring them with us. Bring them back to the main forces, put them under guard, and take them with us. Any information in war is power.
Shin nods. He's not like particularly pleased about it, but yeah.
He's like, Becca's already gone by now. She's back at the camp. She'll be telling them exactly where your forces are. There's no point holding on to us. The information's already gone.
But you have information for us.
Yes.
None that I'm going to share.
That's up to you. We will not. We're not going to kill you, but we're not going to have you be our burden. We will take you back to our army, and you will be treated as a prisoner.
She's not on board with the idea, but why would she be?
Trying to say you don't have much choice in this. So unless there's objections, let's gather them up, bring the horses back, bring their weapons so they can be distributed amongst our forces.
Fine. And thank you to Arvor, who donates £5 and says, "You got hit on the head? Here, drink this. Chug, chug, chug. Party potion punch bowl." All right, perfect stuff. And thank you to Kadakism for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Now, Torskor is the connoisseur, the creator of the Party Potion Punch Bowl, so it seems only fitting that Torskor, you can tell us what's going on here. So a new potion table for donations is being rolled on for Mike. So what does Mike need to roll? And then
give me half a second to get it pulled up.
Read out what he gets. That'll be...
Yep, take but a second.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No worries. No worries, man. No, Psychedelic, what I missed? Not much, my man. Well, they have just had a fight with 2 scouts, and they're taking them captive from the enemy army. So a few things have gone down. It's they managed to come out okay, although Ryak was knocked out, and now he has amnesia. He doesn't remember a lot of the things about his past, which might be a problem for Ryak, seeing as he is a demon. I believe it's a D33. Arvor is right. So, Mike, could you roll a D33 for us, please?
Yep, D33.
27.
You get a potion of flying.
Oh my god.
When you drink this potion, you gain flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour and can hover. If you're in the air when the potion wears off, you fall unless you have other means of staying aloft. Potion of flying.
Fly, my pretty.
Fly.
So I have a potion of flying, so I'm a flying demon. I also have the Stone of the Willadin, as well from last time.
Yeah, so we can say this is you looting them, basically. Stripping them of their possessions and weapons, and you find this potion upon them.
Yeah, I saw that Shin was good with Cass, and he kind of went to the horses to go loot the saddlebags they had on the horses. See if there's any scout missives to tell what their mission was.
You see the plan. The plan of their initial reconnaissance was to just get the horse to chug a load of flying potions.
Yeah,
and then just be like, woo!
Yeah,
straight out of there.
That was their getaway plan. If they got captured, you just chug the potion
and the horse
flies away.
Yeah. They will say that she was getting ready to drink it and escape, and you kind of snatch it away and take it from her and inspect.
Somewhere in the distance, you just see Rebecca gliding majestically through the skies.
First foxes, now the horse.
Cool. So,
anything else on the horses or on their weapons, etc.?
You find plenty of rations, like trail supplies and the like. They don't carry any information on them which would be particularly compromising for them, for instance. So they don't have plans or maps or anything. They just have the basics: swords, short swords, and bows, and trail supplies, basically. So they travel pretty light, along with their leather armor, of course. So
how far are we in front of the main force?
We'll say you're probably a day's travel ahead. They travel pretty slowly, so you're a day ahead. Yeah.
So, shall we take them back?
Why would we take them back?
Shin says, we have to feed them. If we have to feed them and they travel with us, that is less food for those who we need to protect.
They have plenty of rations.
He turns to Cass and says, you have rations.
Yes.
Then he just sort of gestures to the fact that he's disarmed her and says, you can run.
Okay. She starts walking off.
Yeah.
Starts going over.
Yeah. They have no weapons. They have nothing of value. I presume I'm going to retcon this real quick and just say we've searched them, right? Because
that's what
presuming one of you guys searched them. Yeah,
we did. We searched them.
Not just the horses. Good. In which case, I'm just they have no weapons. They have no horses. They have nothing but provisions. Let them go. Enough people are already going to die in this war.
I can accept that.
Actually, I have
it's starting off.
I have their provisions here with the horse. And he holds up the saddlebags full of rations.
Yeah, give them their provisions.
I ask again, why did you attack them in the first place if you were to let them go?
Because I did not wish all of the scouts to escape. But now the message has been delivered. There is no point in holding them.
Oh, I see. So, as a dishonored samurai yourself, it is your duty to dishonor other warriors.
Would you care to repeat that?
I said, you are dishonored Ronin, yes? Did you not just disgrace these warriors by attacking them and then letting them walk away? Is this not a similar story as you told? Do you not seek honor? Wouldn't death be great honor?
Death should serve a purpose.
Bringing honor as opposed to disgrace. Does this not serve purpose?
He's straight up.
I step between the two of them.
Thank you.
Push them apart.
Listen, I can't fight the people. I gotta fight someone.
Yeah. Push them apart. Cass is just stabilized at 0. She's not awake yet, so I've got to get her up. So I do a lay on hands and give her 1 hit point. Throw her the rations. Tell her to get out of here.
Yeah. They head off. They scramble.
There is.
Yeah.
I look at Shin. You're correct. There would be no honor in this death. And I look at him and go, but there is honor to be found on our mission. We should continue.
He nods. I just want to throw out there, Mike. I don't think you've ever won in a 1v1 versus me. I think I've killed you 3 times.
You might have.
Come at me! I'm feeling pretty confident. Come at me, bro. Yeah.
I think I'm at 5 hit points, so you might have a win this time.
I mean, you know.
Oh,
yeah, so... Oh, God. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I walk away.
Cool. And also thank you to Sweet Releases for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. What's your guys' next move? The girls run away. And head off up into back the way they came, basically. By the way you came, rather. Leaving you guys alone once again in the foothills, a day's ride ahead of the main forces.
In which case, it's like scouting, as far as I'm concerned. But I would suggest maybe trailing them to see how far away, because they're on foot now. So we could potentially find out how far away their main forces are and divert around them. If they're straight at us, we could potentially avoid a fight.
Well, we basically know where the main camp was. We know the lay of the swamp. So the reality is there's only, as I was saying, there's only one way for them to get to this road up the mountains, which is through the swamp and past the hospital.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, not seeing a map, is that a correct assumption, Will?
Yeah, that's right.
From what we know of the land and the swamp, knowing how big it is, and from being in their army and knowing that type of stuff, that basically the only way through is through Locandle Swamp and then through the town of Locandle itself.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, yeah. Like, in which case, yeah, we'll just leave. Like, we just continue scouting because, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys continue along the path ever northward. So you do hear from General Kitagawa and one of his kind of forward riders meet you one morning whilst you're breaking camp, he rides up and says, "There were 2 scouts on the road. We'd run into them, said that they'd met you. We have them captured. Did they? What is your experience of them? The general wants to know."
They are strong fighters, but they are with the enemy. They were escorts through these lands. Never been here before, so we were told. They don't know the swamplands, but they've got more experience than the rest of their riders. I brought 2 of them down, but the 3rd reported our position back. She escaped.
He nods and says, "They are to be executed in the morning."
Shin nods.
That's a side.
Is there any other news, or shall I return?
No other news to this point.
Shin says, "A moment, if you will," and like gestures for him to like talk to him slightly aside.
Sure. And thank you to Little Black Avar, who's donates £1 and says, "Inspiration for the Paladin of the Fields." Oh.
Woo!
There you go. So you pull into one side for a minute, yeah.
Thanks, Little Black.
Yeah. So I take him to like one side and basically say, "I am worried about Rayuk. He took a bad hit the other day. Hasn't quite been himself. Want to keep an eye on."
He nods. And,
Thanks, buddy.
Me? No, I wouldn't throw you under the bus in any way. No, but like genuinely, like I get. We probably picked up on the fact that you're not quite.
I mean, yeah, he's
Yeah, so-
legitimately never been to your temple.
It's just exactly. It's just weird. But yeah,
Yeah, you're not as quite as scary as you used to be.
That's fair.
You're not talking about
Yeah,
demons
I'm more
all the time.
more forgetful than he was before. He says, "Is your paladin not a healer?"
I was gonna say, don't tell the paladin. Hi, paladin, cleric.
no, but I don't like. I'm more attributing to this. Like I don't know. I don't really understand how a healing works. If you know what I mean, like he's never really attributed. Like he's all about death and killing stuff and everything like that. The healing side of things, if you get hit, you probably deserve it in Shin's mind. Hence, he didn't get hit.
Yeah, being totally meta, there's not a damn thing I can do anyway. So.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, but the guy asks, "Isn't he a healer? Can't he do something about it?" Basically.
Yeah, he says, I don't know what kind of ailment this is. He just seems to be slightly changed. Not necessarily a bad thing, just if all his marbles fall out and roll all over the floor, I might have to kill him.
Okay. I will report back to the general and let him know. Keep us updated.
I will. Oh, one last thing. You seen this shit? He just holds up a musket. He's just like, I have no idea what it is.
He says, "It is albionite. Some kind of magic weapon that they have invented. Great machinery."
He says, watch this. And he just fires it at a tree and it's just poof!
He's already covered his like head and he says, blowing away the smoke, and he says, "See, the problem is that every one of them has one of those, and we do not. There are 10 or 20,000 soldiers coming our way with weapons just like that, and you just blew apart a tree."
Yeah, like Shin's just like in his head. He's like, I was aiming for the rock, but he doesn't say anything. I don't know how the hell to use this thing. This is very well. It is good to know what enemy might be bringing to bear against us. Actually, no, it's not. And he's just like, now I think about it, it's really not. And then he like goes to walk away and just leaves it at that.
He begins to ride off.
So before he leaves, I wasn't sure you were done, Josh. Yeah, so before he leaves,
no, go ahead.
He looks to Shin, and then he looks to the general. He looks back, or not the general. What was he, captain? Looks back and he says, "Did you tell him of the third scout?"
He nods. We continue hunting for her, but no sign yet.
Okay.
Something worth noting. We found. He like gestures over to Ryuk for the bottle of the potion and says, "I don't know if you like hand it over."
Yeah. If you say the potion.
Yeah.
He holds it up.
Yeah. He points to it and he says, "Well, you believe this is a potion of soaring for the skies?"
Yeah, he looks at you like you're crazy.
He's like, I know, right? But yeah, it's just
crazy shit.
He says, I am worried that they may be able to move over our heads like eagle.
He says, it is possible they have big metal birds as well. We will.
What?
Suddenly Caesar's armor has jets.
Yeah, they fly down.
Drones, you know,
Yeah, he says,
Westerners.
a big metal bird in the sky. Drops. They shoot these from them. Pointing towards your big musket.
Yeah, it's just like, how do they train them?
Gavin's probably walked over by this point.
How do you
How do you train the birds? Yeah, he doesn't know.
I mean, he's just like, how does a bird fire a gun, and how does it fly with all that metal strapped onto it? This is crazy shit. So yeah, he's just like, he turns to the party and is just like, we must move faster.
Yes.
They have such skill with animals and creatures of death.
We knew of the powers that they were going to bring to bear, and I think of the fact that our mission for a surrender failed might have offended the Emperor, so he'll bring everything he has to teach the lesson after we told him he was going to have such a battle that now we know he's going to prove us wrong. If it's the last thing that he does, we need to move quickly.
Yes. Agreed, then I will be on my way immediately. And he begins to, he kind of like bows briefly and then heads back on his horse back towards the main forces. Also, thank you to Karaktu, who donates £1 and says, inspiration for the unwilling gunsman Shin. Eventually, he will understand how to use the musket some glorious day. Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So, let me give you that gold there, buddy. So, inspiration for the Shin there. All right, so he heads off, and you begin to continue your journey ever northwards. So, a good point, in fact, in the story to remind you folks, if you're new to the adventure, hit that follow button and join us. We're only a few followers away from another viewer decision where you guys in the chat get to decide something which happens next in our story. It really could be anything. So dive in here, and we're here 5 nights a week, 10 shows a week, playing D&D all the time. So join us if you haven't already. Also, here is a tweet, 20 retweets. You guys get to decide something which happens next in our story as well. So let's go ahead and get that rolling. Other than that, as you've just seen, you can donate to affect the game and give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, potions, Warwick, Davis items, and more, and worse. So let's dive back into things. You guys are heading upwards. Let's in the brackets on every gold it says gold will be fixed. All right, that is the reason the PC dying did not sit well with Moldark, we'll say. Yeah. So, you guys are heading up towards the mountains, and it's pretty quick that Ryuk senses something through his magical vision, and you see that there is a bubble of magic. Now, this isn't just like a small bubble. This is a gigantic bubble around a mountain, basically. And its color is kind of a strange kind of off-purple color, a slightly reddish purple, I suppose. And it is covering this entire mountain that you're attempting to go up to, basically. And there are there's no one around at this point. You're just out in the woods, and you're pretty quite cautious about heading into this bubble before trying to figure out what it is.
So he looks to the rest of the group and he says, "Stop! Do you see this? There is a great field. There is a great field around this mountain. Can you not see this?"
I see nothing.
He rubs his eyes and then looks back again. He says, "No, it's as clear as day. I can see it quite well."
So you're seeing it. Wait, sorry, out of character. He's seeing it without his magic vision, or it's his magic vision is seeing.
He has amnesia and has no idea what he's seeing it with.
Gotcha.
So out of character, he's it for his magic vision, but he doesn't realize that he has magic vision.
Sorry.
Yeah, he no longer realized he has a pact with a demon that gives him magical vision and crazy powers. He only remembers like the last few weeks.
-2 to their intelligence.
This is that beautiful moment when Shin straight up looks at you and is just like, yes, yeah, he is far gone. He must. Like in his mind, Shin's just like, we must kill him. Yes.
He must die now.
So Shin just looks at you and he's just like, I do not see what it is you are gesturing to.
Is this similar to what you saw around Low Candle and around Asa?
Will? Similar kind?
Similar,
of magic?
definitely. Not the same, though.
Okay. He says, yes, it is the same energy. This similar energy that permeates the swamp.
Ask the DM, is it similar or it's similar, not the same? Yes, it is the same. Identical everywhere. This is Low Candle.
We have arrived at Low Candle, guys.
This is High Candle. This is the Low Candle of the mountain.
Well, Asa did say that her power was similar to what we would encounter with the samurai up here. It would make sense that the protections around Low Candle would be similar up here, or if not stronger.
Yes, the stripping Ronin. What do you know of this samurai magic? These samurai protection forces. Put your clothes back on. Why are you naked in a forest? Oh, you didn't have headphones on.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I wish you had headphones on. He looks to you and he says, Ronin, what do you know of the samurai protection that could be on this mountain?
I do not know. I do not know. I didn't even know I was muted for a second there.
I hope you're there, buddy.
I had to be unmuted by somebody else. He says, no, I am unsure. Yes, Samurai Way does not teach of... I do not know anything from the code of Bushido that provides such protection. It's just like, this is beyond anything I have ever encountered or heard of.
Then perhaps you should go first.
Why?
Gavin being Gavin just marches forward. He's not from around here. Gavin Fieldhammer basically walking through.
To the bubble.
To the bubble.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sure.
Shin just doesn't understand why you want him to go first. Like he's fine with it. He just doesn't understand what the benefit is.
Because it's samurai magic, and you were like a samurai at one point.
Okay, cool. In which case, yeah, Shin will just be like, he makes a point, even if he is senile. We'll go first.
Don't talk about the Gavin.
Okay, cool.
The Elvionites age differently.
Okay, so Gavin, you step into this bubble, which you're not even certain, you can't even see. You're not sure where the bubble is. So you take a step and you're like, did anything happen? You take another step, did anything happen? You stride straight through, and suddenly you hear this piercing screech. It sounds like some kind of animal screech. I won't perform it now because it would be painful for everyone involved. But the most kind of high-pitched, piercing scream whistle, almost like a dinosaur, like a bird kind of screech, just kind of resonates around in your everyone's ears. In fact, are kind of like stunned by this sound. Other than that, once that finishes, after like the 10 seconds that it goes for, nothing. There's just silence again. Nothing immediately.
The giant metal bird in the sky is coming.
I think they know we're here.
Yes, they must. That must have been some sort of alarm.
Again, I think we should make all haste to get up to the samurai's castle so that we can let them know that we are on a mission from Asa and not their enemy, and also let them know that we have many refugees behind us who need a safe place, a haven.
Now, we heard that outside the bubble as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm in the bubble. I went in.
Ryuk would have been the last one in, so he would have watched you guys go in if he heard it still. Did the bubble
Cool.
change at all while they walked through or anything like that?
No, you don't see any visual change in it.
Okay, yeah, he'll stride through as well after that ear-piercing noise and say, it appears we are not dead, so the protections were not that great. We shall proceed.
I'm just like, I admire your optimism. And
Gonna say, when 20 samurai soldiers come charging down the mountain at us, we'll have another chat.
Right.
The good news,
Yeah,
is, the good news is that this you're walking through the bubbles about the same as you trying to hide in bushes.
Quite well.
Shin, like, as you mentioned, the samurai's charging us. Shin is straight away, like, looking around. He thinks you've seen this already. He's just like, shit. Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, it's a prophecy. Yes, okay, it does not come to pass.
Let's make haste.
Yeah, so I guess Ryuk is going to start scouting ahead again and looking for these 20 charging samurai.
Awesome. Indeed, it's actually not too long at all until you start to see some men riding down the mountain towards you. A rather large contingent of them are riding down, and one of them in the center appears to be wearing this kind of bird mask. He's got this full-on kind of bird thing going on, a cloak made out of bird feathers as well, very striking red and yellow colors, and they're kind of riding out with their swords drawn, like riding down towards you guys. What's your guys' reaction to seeing 20 riders coming down towards you at full pelt speed?
And Gavin's hands up, and we come with a message from Low Candle, from Asa. We are her emissaries.
Yeah, they begin to charge down. Instead of rather straight up murdering you, they begin to do the kind of Riders of Rohan thing and form a circle around you guys.
Ryuk looks over to Gavin and he says, "Your Albionite guards, they have blessed you with the powers of a seer. That is impressive."
Gavin just sort of... He's more concerned about the circle of horses. And we all know that Ryuk's crazy now, so...
Yeah, everyone is aware that Ryuk is actually clinically insane at this point. So, you... poor guy, just
could be worse, it could be foxes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, could be always possible. Don't put it past us.
The lesser of two evils, I'll take it.
Is a samurai always a samurai? That's the question. So they kind of encircle you, and they stop. And the swords are still kind of pointing out down towards you as the bird masked man rides kind of in closer and looks down at you. And he just he's breathing very heavily. I probably am lagging a fair amount due to the shitty internet at this point.
Okay.
Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah, we can. I wasn't sure if it was my shitty internet or yours, so I was like...
Oh, me.
No.
I just lagged down massively as well.
Yeah, we will watch the internet. That's good. So, he looks down towards you guys with his sword outpointed, and he said, "Asa."
Asa has sent us, yes. There is a large contingent of refugees from Low Candle, as the Albion army is right now coming through Low Candle's swamp to attack a rear force led by Asa to try to protect her people as they come for refuge here. She asks your assistance and the assistance of your warriors to help defend the innocent.
Mm. He kind of heads tilted towards you. And thank you to Fuegan, who knows? 145 for following. Welcome, not following, subscribing. 2 months, dude. Thanks so much, my man. I appreciate that. Let me salute you, sir. And thank you once again, my man. And thank you to Reston167 for following. Welcome, my friend Clear Venture. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So, yeah, thanks again, my man. So you, yeah, you see that he kind of like tilts his head towards you in a fairly like bird-like manner, and he gets his sword and just kind of puts it towards like your chin, just down there, just to like raise your chin up to look at him. And he said, Asa is dead.
What do you speak of? Asa is not dead. I stabbed her through the chest, and she lives quite well. I am here to find your samurai sigil to kill her myself.
Oh my god.
Oh, good lord.
What Asa do you speak of? Is there
right, I'm gonna go AFK to like the death.
Yeah, he stops talking. Like he stops kind of talking. He tilts his head towards Ryuk and just like nods towards the men who immediately kind of jump down to arrest the group of you.
She has told me to find this samurai sigil as he's like getting arrested.
Yeah, he begins riding away. Like,
and with it, I could kill her with it. Hello.
He's riding away at this point, and the rest are going to follow along with you guys being disarmed, unless you wish to
die.
Like attempt to fight these guys. You can
painfully and quickly.
All right, and thank you to
and goes, you know, Storm King's Thunder did just come out. We could be playing that.
Once again, like she nods and looks at you.
I am a proficient with the Dragonborn dice.
Yeah.
Cool. This module wasn't really working out for us. Let's try another one, guys. Yeah. This one isn't even WotC printed, man.
Oh, I know.
Samurais are dumb, guys.
Yeah. Samurais are stupid. So, yes, you are arrested, disarmed, and kind of put on the back of their horses as they begin to ride off in convoy. And they start riding up the mountain. The bird masked man in the lead, just kind of plowing through this terrain here. You guys are very quickly blindfolded as well, so you're relying only upon your hearing and smell and just general sense of which way you've turned, and you'll very quickly begin to lose a bit of where you really are. You can roll me perception checks at disadvantage to try and get a feel for like which direction you go, if you make any major turns, and that sort of thing. If you hear anything which gives it away.
Shin won't. Shin has, because probably that perception sort of assumes that, like in his mind, if you were trying to keep track, that means you plan to leave this place without being told you may leave. He's very much like, I'm gonna just take my comeuppance. Yeah.
All right. Right. Gonna roll.
Yeah, he is gonna roll. Actually, I have a question for you, Will. How does Eldritch Sight work? Because he can see magic at all times. So can he still? It's supposed like an aura glows. So can he still see the glow of magical things around him if we're passing things like that?
Yeah. You can still sense the bubble above you.
Okay.
And you're kind of we'll say you won't have disadvantage because you can sense where within the bubble you are, I suppose.
Okay. So a 22 either way.
Look at that.
Pretty damn good. What about Gavin?
You know, Gavin's had a lot of experience lately with, trusting in fate, taking him the right direction. And, I mean, the reality is we need to talk to who's in charge no matter what. So, I think Gavin always has hope. He believes that the next time he has to go down this path, it's going to be with a group of samurai allies at his side.
All right, cool. And thank you to all Ds123 for following. Welcome to the Avenge, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. All right, yeah, cool. So, all right, so Ryuk is the only one who has any real sense of where you guys are. And after a fair time traveling, we're going to say this takes you at least like 24 hours of travel. So you are fed and watered whilst you are riding, but you're pretty sore by the time that you guys are finally let off, and your legs are kind of like jelly when you're kind of thrown off from the horse. You're kind of let down. They do grab you, but it's not like a soft. They just roughly kind of throw you down in the darkness. You feel yourselves being pushed into through a door. You hear the door open. And just kind of like thrown in there. You hear the door slam behind you, and just as your kind of shackles are kind of pinned up against a wall, and they release the blindfolds from you, and then turn and leave as you see yourself. You're basically in a granary. You're not in like a formal cell or prison. There is a lot of grain sacks all around you guys. And you see that there's a window looking out, and you can see that there's some sunlight coming through there. So you've been traveling for a long time, probably. That shows you that it's been at least a day of traveling. What's up, Danger Masters? Going? And thank you to Webbs Praga for following. Welcome to Play Adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. The 30th follower of the day. So underneath this line here in the chat, throw out some ideas as to what could happen next in our story. They are captured by samurai in a granary currently, and they're not sure what their fate is. So throw out some ideas. It could be that the samurai decide to execute them, and they need to convince them not to. It could,
well.
any ideas, really, guys? Or it could be that the samurai let them free. The quest currently, Smash Bros, is to you'll be dead. Yeah. Quest currently is to get the samurai guys on side and to tell them that they need to go and help their friend Asa, who is back in the city of Low Candle and under attack by the Imperials. Apparently they've been captured because Ryuk said that he's going to try and kill Asa, and they appear to be friends of her. Thanks, Gigapie, for doing the straw poll for me. So, get those ideas in, and we'll carry on role-playing until the time comes. So
are we alone in this granary?
You are alone. The door is locked behind you.
So, as an assassin, would you say that Ryuk would be proficient at hiding his thieves' tools on his person somewhere that would not be easily disarmed?
Yeah, you can roll me a deception check.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand?
To have them hidden, I'd have a deception check, I guess. To hide them in time, or to convince them that they're not thieves' tools. And then if you wanted to break it, what'd you roll on that one?
21. To have them hidden.
Yeah, so we'll say that you can like convince them to that they're not like thieves' tools or anything. Previously, you can roll me a sleight of hand to break out of them. In fact, it's not even a sleight of hand these days. You roll on the
thieves' tools check. Yeah, so I'm gonna try if there's no one in here, I'm gonna try to since my hands are bound, I'll use my tail to get the thieves' tools and try to get my hands free with a 12.
Nice. You start kind of picking away at it. It's going to take you some time, but you start making progress. A 12 isn't quite good enough just to like instantly break it off, but you're certainly working on this situation here, and you have it done in a few minutes probably.
Sure.
Gavin and Shin, what are you guys doing in here? And you see him trying to break out as well.
And I was digging for the name of the shogun who Asa said is Shogun Shingawa.
I believe, let me go up and find it for you. His name is Shiroma. Shiroma Haruku.
Is he... He's not my Shiroma, is he?
Get out.
My.
Hey,
I
Josh,
hate you.
Josh, attention. Look at me. I am the captain now. This is why you're a Ronin.
That's why you became a Ronin.
Yeah.
Exactly these reasons. You want to change?
Yeah,
And
your
thank
lord
you.
isn't dead.
Thank you to Zoom for that mute button. And thank you also to Ultimatum Tama for following. Welcome to the Avenger, my friend.
Nailed it?
You're a gentleman and a scholar. I think I nailed it. I think. Like, are we doing this? Okay, so Shin and Gavin. Gavin,
So
you were...
as you're being placed in, Gavin would be like, "We need to speak to Shiroma Haruku. We are on a mission from Low Candle. to help defend this land and make sure that the Empire does not assimilate and destroy your history, your culture, your world. They have weapons beyond your imagining that they are going to bring against you. Asa and the magics of the swamp can only hold them for so long. Persuasion?
Yeah, I remember persuasion check, yeah. We'll see how Ryok reacts.
Damn it!
Can I assist with this?
Sure, what do you say?
I say, you have just captured three individuals who could very well prove to be scouts for the enemy. And you don't wish to interrogate them immediately and find out everything they know. Well, I guess it's your funeral. Like if they think we're fucking treacherous fucks, then I'd rather they interrogate.
Wait, who are you talking to?
The captain.
Who are you talking to? Because there's no one else. The samurai are gone. They've left you in here.
Who did,
Gavin, I think, was trying to. I think Gavin was trying to convince Ryok, right? Or am I completely off track here?
As we were being thrown in the cell. As you're
being thrown in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, basically trying to get someone to let them know that there is dire peril.
Yeah.
Sure. What did you roll, Josh, if you have rolled?
I haven't, because, so it's a, what would it be,
No, was yours more of an intimidation?
I guess.
Yeah, I'd say yours is more intimidating, really.
With like the depressing, a 14, still not great.
We add them together.
Yeah.
The 11 and the 14.
Add them together, that's how it
25.
works, right?
That works, right? We just add them together. 25. 25.
Oh, man.
Nailed it.
Intimidation.
Indeed.
Intimidation. Yes, we're doing it per intimidation.
So no luck there. They continue they sling you in and leave, leaving Ryok to begin to kind of like pick his lock, and you guys left alone at this point. You said that there might be someone on the door, however. You hear kind of like shuffling there, but other than that, alone, all alone.
These samurai...
Ryok's making his way out.
These samurai are quite aggressive. I don't think they will help us.
I look at you and I'm like, probably not if you pick the lock and try to escape.
Yes, well, who else will tell us that they cannot help us?
At this point, we're intruders in their land. We still have a chance of getting our message and finding out information. Do you think you're going to be able to fight your way to their artifact without and make it out alive?
Like Shin weighs in here. He's just like, the artifact that you know nothing about, that you have absolutely no idea.
We don't even know what it is.
That on top of this, we have been told could be in multiple pieces and require some assembly.
No batteries included.
Gavin and Shin are just like, this and this and this and this and this.
I see you use your cannon with no knowledge of how it operates, and you still manage to do moderately okay.
You did.
I have not hit anything, and when I hit the tree, I was aiming for the rock. So no.
Let's hope I can't be any worse than you.
Walk through that door and see if you fare any better. Yeah, the cannon is gone.
That's true.
Like, they're just like, what's this? Oh, it's a walking stick, clearly. Let him keep it. Just like, sweet.
Just fly up into the air.
Yeah, pull a Gandalf on them. You're not going to take my walking stick, are you?
I told you to take the monk's musket.
Wouldn't part of a man from his walking stick, would you? So yeah, you guys are left alone to fester for a little while, and it's just about the time that Ryok is beginning to kind of shimmy his way out with his tail. A man walks in, and he is pretty. hard-faced in the sense that he's got a scar like cleaving through his face, basically, which has left like teeth visible. The scar tissue has kind of formed over it, and a huge chunk has been cut out of his mouth. He kind of has half a face. Weapon sliced through his face here has basically carved off the skin, and the scar tissue is reformed in such a way that it never grew back properly. And he is kind of like half skeletal looking at this point. There's a character in like Batman, and he's like half of his face is normal and half is really scarred. I can't remember what he's called, but he looks a little bit like that guy.
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
How do you struggle with
There we go.
The one with two faces.
Yes,
There we go. The two faces. That's the clue, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Are we dead?
Can
we trust him?
all over my walls or anything.
Can we trust him?
So yeah, he is. He steps in and he comes over to your shackles and undoes them with keys. Just kind of unshackles you, just as Ryuk is doing it as well. You kind of like pries yourself free, and like, ha! Just as he goes to unlock them.
Ryuk has them unlocked, but hasn't opened the actual clasp yet. So when he comes over to open them, he goes, "Yes, your samurai gods were improper with their tools unlocking my manacles."
I don't know why, but we'll put a load of emphasis on like unlocks them with keys, as opposed to a banana. Just jams
banana. It has been done.
Yeah, it's a monkey lock. You never heard of it?
Is that what your thieves' tools are? You just have like a small bush of like bananas.
it's like a Swiss Army knife full of different sized bananas, like plantains. One's a churro. Yeah. So he's just in there, and he goes to unlock it, and it opens. He says, "Yes, I decided to stay. Your gods did not lock it properly. You are welcome." And then he like bows to Two-Face.
He comes and he says, "Come with me."
Yes.
Before like we
Oh, one important detail about this man is that he does not appear to be from this land. He would appear to be Albionite, and he speaks as such as well.
Is one half of his armor just as scarred as his face?
I turn to Gavin, right, as this is happening. I turn to Gavin as this is happening, and I say, "Harvey Dent, can we trust him?"
Ryuk starts flipping a coin over and over again.
He immediately kills himself. And
he commits Sudoku.
Another guy comes in, takes his place seamlessly, and he's, he makes a quick quip about it. He's such a joker, this guy.
Yep.
Did you?
God.
Come
on, Will.
This has become Batman.
I can make it through, guys. I can do this. He says, "Come with me," and turns to leave. Opens the door for you guys to
follow.
Yeah, we follow.
Sure. Outside there's a bunch more samurai.
It's daytime, right?
It is daytime, yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing the robins you see out here. This time of year, you don't normally see a robin.
Yes, it is.
Murders you
Birds of prey. Birds of prey, I hear.
Birds of prey, yes.
Just keep making DC references that Will doesn't get.
Oh, I know some things. I know some things.
Listen.
I just
Okay.
couldn't easily think of his name off the top of my head.
It's cool. Don't worry. It's fine.
It's a guy with one side of his scar his face. It looks like he has two separate faces.
No.
It's a Batman character with two faces. You'd think he'd have. I don't know the name. But...
You should have.
I just want to say.
You should have seen the time I tried to put Aquaman in a game.
Yeah, this isn't DC. Don't worry about it. Okay? This is a samurai game. This game is incredibly realistic. It doesn't get any more as real.
Get out.
As
Get
this.
out.
I'm so proud of myself.
Everyone hates you here. I hope you know that.
Oh,
So he heads outside, and he sees the cliff, jumps off of it, and another guy immediately replaces him. He steps through out the door, and you're in some kind of village. And I know some things, only a few. You're in some kind of village. And it appears to be fairly small. You're up high in the mountains, so high that you can kind of see like clouds up here, very close towards you guys. And there are a series of small huts and houses, which appear to be filled with like normal peasant folk that are around here. They're just kind of looking at you guys. There are a bunch of samurai. The warriors are still within the kind of street, but everyone else around here appears to be a normal kind of dude. And you're getting a lot of strange eyes as this man is leading you forwards. And you see a kind of main hut before you guys. And this hut is surrounded by samurai guards at this point. There are at least like 10 of them around, and these appear to be fairly elite kind of dudes. And he immediately comes towards you guys. The group comes towards you as he kind of like waves them away to give them clearance. And give me a second here. There we go. And you see that he clearly has some kind of authority here. They immediately step down as he waves his hand to enter inside. And you come into this little hut. And within there's this little girl. She's probably about 6 or 7, sitting down on the straw floor. And he comes over towards her and just kind of like playfully ruffles her hair. There are a bunch of seats here, 3 seats in fact, for you to sit down. And he turns and says, "Please sit down."
I nod and sit.
Ryuko
he
bows and sits.
Yeah, he puts his hand on a little girl's head, and she's a little blonde girl, and he says, she's a seer, so if you're lying, then, we'll know.
Yes.
So, who are you?
Gavin is a seer as well.
I am not a seer. However, Asa and I have had several ventures together, and I am familiar with her gift. Is this the same gift that you have? Gavin Fjordhammer.
The little nods and smiles, and like takes the hand. You know, when kids don't really know what like shaking hands is, just kind of grabs the hand, and the man remains standing, and he says, "Gavin, all right, and you are known to our order. The Ronin," looks towards Shin.
He doesn't make eye contact. He keeps his sort of like eyes low, and he nods and says, "I am one, Shin."
And you, looks towards Ryuk.
He bows and he says, "I am a Ryuka Mazuko. One day, it has been told I will kill Asa."
Yes, Eagle had some problems with that, hence your incarceration. Would you please explain the nature of your visit here?
Yes, we are to seek passage for your Asa, who your eagle says is dead. But I know quite different.
Oh, she's not dead yet. He just means that she will be dead to us soon.
Do you need me to kill Asa for you?
No, I imagine the Imperial Army will do that for us.
No, see, she is immortal. That is why I cannot kill her yet.
She's only immortal whilst the magic in her land still stands. Once they break through, which I imagine they will, she will die.
Ryuk turns back to Gavin and says,
I must return to Lokando.
I'm afraid that's not going to be so easy.
We've introduced ourselves. Will you do us the honor of introducing yours? Who are you?
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But first, a few more questions on my part. So, you're here to kill Asa. Why would you come here to kill Asa?
He believes that he is here to kill Asa because she said that they might meet in battle if he does not find a different path. We are here as her emissaries to try to help protect Low Candle and this mountain range from the invasion of the Empire.
She has challenged me to be able to kill her. I was unable to kill her.
He does not understand how immortality works. Never do I, but I seem to grasp the concept a little better. And he doesn't seem to understand the irony of what she said. He was on a path. She told him that if they met on the battlefield, if he didn't change his path, then, they would meet on the battlefield. However, she changed his path that day. Therefore, I find it highly unlikely that you will actually fight her. It's
complicated.
It's just like, have you ever seen Inception? It's kind of like that shit.
Are you familiar with Bruce Willis, the Looper?
This is true.
He was also in Batman.
He says, I see. So actually emissaries. In that case, I suppose we are aligned if what you say is true.
Your seer is here with us. Have her tell you whether our words are true.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. So, you're here as emissaries. We are aware of the situation, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Of course there is.
In terms of saving Asa, I'm afraid there ain't.
If you don't save Asa, you will be meeting the Empire on much less favorable terrain. Your samurai in the swamp, reinforcing its magics, could very easily turn the tide of his entire invasion.
The Shogun would never agree to it. Whilst we're up in our mountains, we're safe. Down in Low Candle, it's far less defensible.
You are not safe in the mountains. They have weapons that will fly them up to here and rain down death from the sky. The mountains will not save you. Only the swamp will.
Listen, mysterious two-faced man. Your seer, Arya Stark, and your brother, the Mountain. Could you not protect the people of Low Candle? There is about a day or two ride behind us. There is a day or two ride behind us where all of the civilians of Low Candle march behind us. We are the vanguard. Would you not house these innocent people?
Is it not your duty to protect the innocent?
The innocent, yes. And children, if you are traveling in convoy, then we will take them in. He's not Asian. Yes, we will. It is, yeah. He says, yes, we will take in the women and children. But as far as going down there to fight for Asa, she's chosen her stand. And I don't think there's anything we can do to make her get out of there. At this point, we can only imagine that the Imperial troops are already down there fighting. The Shogun does not believe that. Well, he doesn't believe that that's the path to victory. You mentioned the samurai sigil before.
Asa's vision mentioned the samurai sigil, which would be their only hope. We come seeking that if we cannot get your help directly.
Yes, your sigil is what will allow me to kill Asa. She has said it is a possibility.
He says, right, well, there's no killing Asa as far as we're concerned. At least we don't want her to die. But, let's see. He puts his head on the little girl. And she kind of looks up at him and just nods. He kind of like smiles and he says, well, apparently what you've been telling me thus far is the truth. So, that's good at least.
See, I
you have to immediately kill you.
And he turns to Gavin.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
He looks to you and he says, "See, it is the truth. I will kill Asa.
It is not, and you know it is
The
not.
child seer says it is true.
It is a path
Not exactly.
if you abandon all hope and return to darkness. You yourself, by choosing to come with us and not stay with the Imperial Army, know that that is no longer your path. Do not pretend like it is.
Go on, Albionite." And he turns back to Two-Face.
Yeah. And he says, so we confiscated something strange from you. One of the mechanical weapons that they have from the Albionites. He kind of goes into a locker and pulls out this cannon that you had, this large gun.
Shin puts a hand on Gavin, a hand on Ryuk, and like tries to back everyone up. It's like, I want to be careful. It's just like, that thing is dangerous as shit.
I mean, this thing, and he points it towards. Nah,
Like,
so.
dives out the way.
I dive. We all hit the deck. It's
Yeah.
like when somebody films with someone swinging around with a gun. Whoop.
Is it going to be the beautiful moment where he's just like, I don't understand it? He's like, I don't understand. It's absolutely fine. I'm like, cock this.
Points it towards his face. Yeah, he says, we have some ancient manuscripts around that might come in handy with using this thing. It looks kind of hard to use, but there's these. And he kind of goes into the locker again. He pulls out these scripts. And as the viewer decision said, they are confiscated by some foreigners some time ago, a manual on firearms. And basically, as you're looking this over, it's basically how to use this gun. Which, if you read, yes, indeed, and if you would read it.
Oh no! Oh no!
We just lost Will.
Oh no! No! Rest in Pepperino. Oh, we can do anything now. We can do anything.
So,
You know what?
Run out.
It's a double. So this actual weapon that he hands back is improved. It's a double-barreled Gauss rifle of some sort
But
with
the barrels are on either side, so it's like a gun version of Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, of course it is. And it can fire from both sides like a Gauss energy projectile. And it so happens that monks are proficient with it. And as that happens, like whilst I stall, inevitably, he's actually dropped. Okay, I was just like, somebody do something while I'm stalling. It's he just immediately like takes this weapon. He looks at the man who reveals himself to actually be Harvey Dent. And he says, he flips a coin, it lands with a burnt side up, and he says, but unfortunately, you can never have this weapon. And he draws a hitherto unseen pistol. Everyone roll me initiative as Harvey Dent, a.k.a. Two-Face, a.k.a. totally someone who is in this game right now.
And definitely not the Mountain. Or definitely not the Hound, rather.
Definitely isn't the Hound from Game of Thrones, a man with half a burnt face who travels with a little girl.
Oh,
No.
Will, you're back. We won. We
won.
We fought all the
We won,
samurais.
we got the gun. It was great.
Yeah, I killed Asa.
Oh, maybe he's not back.
Oh,
No,
oh,
he ain't back.
oh.
Oh, good job, guys.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not moving, but we
Okay.
can hear you. Halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there.
No?
Nope.
Are we back?
So,
Oh,
so there's a riddle on the wall as a white and green
Riddle is-
comes charging in. What flies at night on dark wings? And, night wings out on the.
Oh God, no. You know what? He says,
well
he
done.
says, what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening.
It's Math and TV. Thanks for the host, Math and TV.
And black
Thanks,
wings
Chris.
by moonlight would be Batman.
It would be. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a good little twist.
I'll be right back.
Indeed. everyone's gone. Ah, damn.
Will's
It's
dead
just
again.
me. Yeah, I know. It's just me and you, Mike.
So how
Mike,
have you been, Josh? You know,
it's been good.
just in
It's been
general.
good. Yeah, just in general, not bad actually. So I don't know if you heard. I think I might have told you that there was a casualty. Should we talk about this?
We know there was another casualty in chat. It was Tank Killer 2015. He killed some tanks and he donated 10 bits. I think that's what they're called. Whatever the hell those things are. I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know.
But Will knows what that means, and it means something.
Will does know what it means. It means something. But yeah, so bro, Garrett died.
Finally.
Yeah, fuck off, okay? God damn it! You had a problem with Garrett. Garrett and Mike and Garrett have history. Mike introduced a character same time as me. We both introduced rogues, I believe.
And it was everyone called out that day, so it was just you and I went on the adventure.
It was just me and you.
Yeah.
What was your rogue called?
His
Gavin?
name was Garen Morthos, and I couldn't roll higher than a 10, so I was just a shitty rogue the entire time.
So you were Gavin Morphos,
Yep.
the rogue, and I was Garrett Undertree, the rogue.
Yep.
And oh god, it got so confusing by the end of it. And we had a beautiful.
I mean, you're kind of back.
Your face isn't there. Your camera is completely frozen on blankness.
Nope, I think
Is
it's
this?
still dead.
Mm.
Guys,
I think it is.
for those 58 of you, now 59 of you, as Sean 3012 gives us a host. If you guys want to have some Q&A, some D&D and chill while Will figures out his internet problems,
Absolutely.
feel free
Yeah,
to
we can
ask
do
us
that.
any D&D questions. And if you
Anything
don't,
at
we'll
all.
just blather on about nonsense. So tell me, how
Indeed.
did he die?
Okay, right. So he didn't just like go down like a bitch. Like I had to. We were fighting a titan, like god mode titan, and it was tough. And he managed to climb onto this thing's face and was like stabbing it up. But this thing's a frost titan, and I got frozen in place. And then there was like a beautiful moment where we called in a dragon for aid, and He had the choice of, do I wait until you pull free and maybe this titan will kill a load of people, or do I just attack now and absolutely destroy you? And yeah, Garrett had one. He managed to say to everyone who could hear him through telekinesis, never stop fighting, and then he took 2,476 damage and sort of died a little bit.
Sort of.
It was pretty hard. So yeah, I believe we have a Will back. We have bots back, which is cool. So yes.
Yeah, everything came back. Basically, the router got disconnected, so someone pulled it out accidentally, so I reset it.
That would do it.
So,
All the cameras are back in
that would
place.
do it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Will, the only thing you missed of importance was that Tank Killer 2015 donated 100 bits, whatever that means.
Hey, thanks, man. That's like a cheer thing, right? That's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
No one
thing.
knows what it means when you do it. We love
No.
it.
No,
And
yeah.
it makes a noise, and it
We
shows
love
a
it.
pretty little thing. So no one knows what it means.
We don't have a thing for it yet.
Yeah. We just do like
Not
the
yet.
crazy, what is it, the crazy giraffe Doctor Who dance?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's right. You guys are just been handed these documents by him, basically. And he says, these might go in handy. Oh boy. Okay, I'm trying to get Here we go.
It's a poo.
Fezzes are cool.
If you live in Morocco.
Fezzes are cool. Stetsons are cool.
So let's dive back into it. He hands it over to you. But yeah, as far as we're concerned, you can stay here, take shelter. We'll children up, but the Shogun does not want to launch an expedition down towards Asa.
Will, in your absence, I have good and bad news for you. We hit 21 retweets,
Excellent.
so it's time for viewer decision number 3.
Good lord.
Excellent stuff.
We went for the hat trick today, guys.
Awesome. Let's do it. So underneath this line here in the chat, guys, throw some ideas as to what could happen next in our story. They're currently being interrogated / questioned by a samurai dude who apparently is Albionite. He's just given them a manual on how to use guns.
And he's definitely not
so-
Two-Face or the Hound.
He's definitely not either of those. And I was just about to describe what the manual does. Oh, okay, yeah. If you read it, then you'll have proficiency on in using guns, basically.
Yep.
Which none of you have at this point, I don't think. So,
No.
yeah, he's so that's what he says. What do you guys? You got any questions?
This is we
Can
did
you
not
tell us
ask
about
you.
the sigil?
Oh, good.
Say that again, Torskal.
Can you tell us about the sigil? The samurai sigil. Can you tell us about it? Is it something that could assist Asa in trying to hold the flank, the rear flank of, and hold off the army?
He says, "I'm afraid that's not something I can talk about."
We are the ones who have been sent to get it. Oh,
Yeah, well, that's the Shogun's prerogative. If he wants to talk to you, then he will.
Can we talk with
If he
him?
wants to tell you anything, that's another matter.
Can we get an
How
audience
do we-
with the Shogun?
Right, say that again for me.
Can we get
Can
an
we get an
audience?
audience?
Oh, he says, the Shogun doesn't really grant audiences like kings. He invites you if you wanted.
We have been sent here to fulfill a purpose. Would you not stand against this oncoming tide of enemies?
Yeah, but there's nothing I can do about that.
So
Tradition is tradition.
if an Albionite, a Ronin, and an assassin are not wanted by the Shonen, how do we get wanted?
I suppose you could do something to help the people here.
We have 2 days until the main party of civilians from No Candle arrives here. What can we do in 2 days?
Well, there's plenty of things you could do, I suppose. The seer looks down towards her. She's been having problems singing recently. Something's blocking it. She relies on a bunch of herbs and well, kind of cocktail of potion, I suppose, to make her visions clearer.
Something
She's-
to purify the body.
That's right, yeah. A certain herb only grows as a moss, actually, grows up on top of a mountain. It's a long way up, but no one can go.
Masawana. Is it Masawana?
No. Mosawan is
That fogs
something
the
that
mind.
you, Albin, brought.
That fogs the mind. It does not
Yes.
clear the mind. Ryuk stands. He like walks forward, like as
Actually, on that note, when I went outside to see like what was going on around her, and there was this guy. He looks so fucking high. He's just sitting by the router, like, and it's like unplugged, and I'm like, oh, this is the reason that it's unplugged because he's just like,
he like leaned on it.
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, Ryuku. He takes a step forward, and he basically walks as close to the seer as he's able to get, and then he like squats down and like kneels in front of her, and he says, "I see a great many things. I know many things about this site. I can see in all manner of darkness. I can see things that do not exist to other people. I see the aura that permeates Low Candle and your other seer, Asa. I will help you with your visions if you teach me the art of your herbs."
Herb.
He says,
Of your herbs.
if you can
Stupid brutes.
go get one for her or some for her, I mean, I'm sure she'd put in a good word to the Shogun for you. She looks up and nods.
Yes, she's definitely high. He like walks out, he's just like the wide eyes.
Also one
Yeah.
confirmed.
You put on your sons and go.
Yeah.
What else would you have us do for your people? You said there was a list of a great many things.
Shen is gone.
Will is gone too.
Damn it, Will.
Damn
No.
it.
The high guy up in the lobby.
The thing is, it's like yeah, he's just wailing on the router.
So, in his absence, back to this Garrett Undertree story. So I want you to know, Josh, that you saved Garen Morthos from the plight of wherever the hell that goblin town was when you blew that shit up.
I did
And
indeed.
he made it onto the back of the Beasts of Umber, right? That's what it was, the giant sea turtle.
Yeah.
And then he made it off of the Beasts of Umber before you sank it.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't think it. It was in a desert, but yeah, I blew it to fire.
But that means that Garen Morthos outlived you.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Canon.
I'll tell you right now, that you know your Lich house that you created?
Oh,
Do you
man,
wanna
that house was
explain-
awesome.
Do you want to explain the Lich house real quick?
Yeah, so I made a throwaway character that I was a Dragonborn cleric, and we went to a house, and essentially it was this massive, like, haunted house, but everything was held in check by this butler, but he was getting old and dying, and so he was basically, like, sending people out to, like, come back and, like, take the mantle, but to, like, cleanse the house, you had to kill him, but then it put you as the caretaker of the house. So I basically killed him, I gave up my clerical ways, and I became a cleric of undeath, and I lorded over this giant manor, and I commanded an army of boners. And then I took Cord's character, who was
A Mosawana
yeah,
dealer.
he was a Mosawana
He was a blind
dealer. Yeah.
Mosawana
Yeah.
dealer. We entered combat with him once, and he specified he was blind. So at the beginning of it, we waited 3 rounds for first of all him to like cast Major Armor, then he cast the ability to see, like he cast True Seeing, and then he cast something else, and he was like, right, I'm ready to fight, and we were just like, dude,
Combat's over. Yeah.
yeah,
So
combat's over.
I partnered with him, and he was allowed to grow Mosawana in the greenhouse. And the greenhouse was actually like on a wagon. It was a mobile greenhouse. So he basically had a mobile home that could grow Mosawana that was guarded by skeletal guards. And then there was a guy called like Termite Jim or something in the town who like he just farmed termites and he loved them. And we used Termite Jim to summon termites and eat the house of a reputable captain of the guard in the town. And then Termite Jim was our contact to sell Mosawana in the town. So yeah, I basically had a walking undead army / house that I could transport everywhere.
That I promptly used to take over and enslave the entire town,
Yeah.
which was wonderful. Thank you for that. I never thanked you properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did that, and now I've sort of come back, and I might be about to ever so slightly like have. There's basically someone in Blackwood might be very much against the dead.
Nice.
So in our current running game, which if you guys want to get involved in,
That's true.
you can
Exclamation point
find
play.
out on. You can't exclamation point play because obviously Will is dead and Will takes the bot with him. But
That's
if you
true.
guys do want to, I will bring up the Encounter Roleplay website. And if you guys want to find out loads of other cool stuff that Encounter Roleplay has going on, including one of the most helpful things that has ever come to. I played real life D&D the other day. I know it's scary, it's dangerous. There were real people. They were with me. I panicked as well. I got through it, guys. Luckily, they're all friends of mine. But yeah, I played D&D, threw some proper dice, slung some proper ivories, and
Nice.
yeah,
And you wish
it
you
was
had
good.
ivory
It was
dice.
good. I don't have ivory dice. I had metal dice though, and they were pretty cool. Except it was like trying to subtly roll for the DM and
They're
just like.
so loud. They're
like,
so loud. That's why
Oh,
we use
damn.
them.
Yeah, but I was just playing, and if you go onto the Encounter Roleplay website, which I've just posted the link for in chat, there is loads of cool stuff, including if you go into the DM section or the GM section or the player characters section, there's a load of pre-statted character sheets on a site called Digital Dungeon Master or something like that, and I had someone turn up late, and he was like, I want to play a paladin, and I was like, what? Okay, fine. You're level 3, and handed him a fully statted character sheet. It comes up with a race, optimizes everything, gives you the equipment. It's beautiful. So yeah, I managed to seamlessly slot him in, and then he was useless. Didn't know what he was doing and just completely failed at being a paladin. So yeah.
Also on the website is Darawe. Thanks for hitting that follow button. You are a gentleman and a scholar. And another one, I think it was like S with something 83. I missed your name. I'm sorry, but you are
Indeed.
also a gentleman, a gentlefolk, and a scholar.
Gentlefolk in
Gentlefolk.
the Scotland, indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got any ETA on Will. I will just check up on that. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, yeah, any questions that you want answered, anything you want to say to us here in chat, in if you guys in chat want to ask me or Tolsquall or on my gaming anything at all, then hit us up and we will do what we can to bring Will back as soon as we can. Not that anyone would really want to do that. I mean, would you really want to return Will?
Really?
I find that
What is
if I put my head awkwardly over here, I'm still in frame.
I don't. What are you trying to achieve?
No,
there?
if I put my face here, you can still see my whole face on camera because all the cameras are all wonky because of
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Oh,
right.
right.
Ah, right, yeah. Also, there is the beautiful. Is that the Horde behind you?
It is. I got it from
Okay.
Loot Crate, which, I mean, I don't know if you guys have that in the UK, but it's pretty rad. I think it's on the
Yeah,
internet, so it's everywhere. But, like, one side is, like, the Alliance scumbags, so I put it on the right side.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, there is one last thing that I would like to bring up because I think Will's making it back. But yeah, it's going to be. We've got some things coming up soon. It's in England, and it is on the 22nd. A reliable voice over my shoulder tells me that on the 22nd of this month we have a wondrous little. Event. We are going to Gamerfest, and we will possibly Finbar, and also possibly Beth. And at the moment, I know Beth is going, but yeah, I am going, and we'll be going. And we'll be running games there. You guys can come along and play with us. Mike, for some reason, selfishly isn't flying over from the US for this one day because he's a bastard. And I mean, Tolsquall, I would have invited you, mate, but you know, it's sort of last minute. I know you would have turned up.
I
You
would
made the
have.
effort.
If I would have gotten my engraved invitation in the mail,
Yeah, indeed.
with the proper RSVP, then maybe.
Yeah, indeed. Signed in blood.
In all honesty, Josh, I learned a valuable lesson. It's apparently like 300 or 400 pounds for you to fly round trip to America. It's well over $1,000 for me to fly from America to the UK and back, which is roughly, I think, like 1,100 pounds. Yeah, it's stupidly expensive. It's like twice as much to do it from America.
Always buy your tickets from the country that you are flying to. So, as in like, never mind. I'll go into that at some point.
I can't.
This is not travel tips. Yeah, fucking yeah.
Travel tips like on a roleplay.
If someone Kickstarter to buy me a ticket to England, P-Farts, I would love to. It'd be great to have you come over.
We need to whisper Will via Zoom.
I did twice. Now I just tweeted at him.
Will is just lazy. Will is just lazy.
Yeah, I can't whisper any harder.
He failed his will save.
And it'll
indeed.
be in chat at that point.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. So me and Will will be playing a couple of games with people. We'll be getting a little bit drunk, and then we'll be going and doing loads of stuff. And we will be live streaming everything. So that would be cool.
We're also going to the
It's
pub
just
afterwards.
we're going to the pub afterwards as well. But yeah, we'll be live streaming everything, which will be awesome. Yeah, you guys can sort of watch me. I'm terrified. I don't think I've ever been so terrified in my life because it's live streaming at like a games festival. So like I've worked at MCM, Comic Con, and a couple of other places, and it's like that's a lot of fun. But I get to the point where I hit the wall, and I'm like, I don't want to. I'm going to say some things, and I'm going to have to be on my best behavior.
I'm in the same boat.
Really grouchy.
We're doing a, I mean, you guys don't have PAX, the penny arcade thing, but we have one, and we're going to one in South, and I have to justify me buying a selfie stick so I can live stream us walking around PAX, and I don't know if I can man up and buy a selfie stick.
I love that's what you're struggling with there. It's just,
It's not the people. Hey!
Look who's here!
Look at that!
So, again, similar problem. Was disconnected. I have a more permanent solution to that in which I made
he's
him move.
dead, isn't he? He's dead.
Yeah, he died a long time ago.
Dead
The
inside.
body is not cold yet.
Always hanging with
the body keeps slipping and hitting the router, and you're gonna like prop him back up.
No, he hung him by the
The
Ethernet
body's
cable.
actually holding the router up for me. Like it's staying connected for me.
Perfect. So we were
the
going
part-
over how we won and we killed all the samurai. And
Gotcha,
we saved the
gotcha.
We're
village.
actually just talking about Gamerfest. If you want to quickly do a hookup plug for that, just before we get back in, Will.
Yeah, Games Fest, October 22nd, actually really close. Me, Josh, Finbar, Beth will be heading up to near London. It's a town called Tring, really close along. Once you're going to London, you'll meet us there. And we're playing games all day. We'll be streaming as well, so if you can't be there IRL, we'll be will be there online at least, and it'll be a lot of fun. RPGs, tabletop role-playing games, war games, and even more going along. So it will be a lot of fun on Saturday the 22nd. The PC is still in for repairs at the moment, but we're working on it. We're getting there, slowly by slowly, step by step, body by body. Let's dive back into it, I suppose. So you guys had been... I've literally forgotten what we were doing.
So we volunteered
going to get moss.
We volunteered to get the moss Awana.
Yes.
But we also asked what other things in 2 days did the town need.
Gotcha. So in 2 days, he says, also there are not enough supplies within the village for food. We're running low. You could take a trip down to the nearby town out of the mountains and go get supplies for us.
Yes, we could also do that.
I kneel down to the oracle as well, and I ask her, does your gift work the same as Asa's? Do you see the future as well, or only truth?
She shakes her head.
Yes or no? Shakes it. No?
It's a shake and nod.
She just dances wildly. Just shimmies everywhere.
But did she leave her friends behind?
As Asa's gift works. You only see the truth. Very good then.
Okay. Glad we got that out of the way.
Ryuk looks back to...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You do your gentleman scholar thing.
All right. Thanks to Kid LaRoche for following, and also I missed Darai and Sayo before.
No, I got
you
those.
guys.
You're fine. So Ryuk looks to them and he says, "The people of Lokandal, they took all of their supplies. They will be here in 2 days' time. This will not solve your food shortages, but it will buy you some time. They have more food than they can eat. They took as much as they could carry. So if you welcome them,
good. My accent's everywhere.
if you welcome them to your town, they will bring their food and they will share it with you peaceably."
Very well. The only other thing as well, if any of you have any training, there are several levies around here who need it. The experience with combat would be appreciated to train some men.
Yes, well, let us solve your seer's problem. It appears to be the most pertinent. She does not have the sight. And then perhaps we can train your men.
All right. Well,
I will ask this first to the GM. If we were to split up and do everyone do one thing, could we do this super fast, or are these things that we're gonna have to go off and?
Yeah, you could individually do one each if you want.
Because I'm thinking to be honest, getting herbs isn't that difficult, and getting supplies it shouldn't be too hard, and I can probably train the men. I did train as a samurai, so as much as I may be disgraced, I could do some training. So we could all go and split up and try and maximize.
Yes, because I was thinking that flying potion could be very helpful on the moss that's up on the cliff top.
Yeah, you could just...
Yep. Swig it and go, man.
Man, why does everyone want to use my potion, bro? God.
That
is a good plan, though. That is a good plan.
Climb and fall. Help yourself.
That is a pretty good plan.
Gavin would actually like to go to the town. Again, he didn't bump into a little temple. He kind of wants to maybe, check out the situation with other clerics and make sure people are safe, and also check out about local deities or whatever help he can find. If there's so this is a town. Geography-wise, we went north.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is through the mountains, through a mountain pass down the other side or something, or?
Yeah. He'd point you in the direction, or he'd show you a map where you basically go through a mountain pass to get to several of these different towns that interconnect, and feed each other, basically.
Gotcha. But are all sort of protected by this stronghold?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Gavin wants to go to the town. Ryok wants to go get some herbs, and Shin wants to do the training. All right, Ryok wants that. He wants that dank 20. Perfectly. Cool. So awesome. That seems like a good point to wrap up with you guys heading off here. I know it's a little bit early, but I don't want to keep on disconnecting every 5 seconds in case I didn't quite manage to kill that guy enough. Thanks to Arvor for the cheer. What's up, man? Appreciate that. Blop. Yes. That's what happens when you cheer. That's that thing, which is a part of Twitch now.
Indeed,
We know
yeah.
all about.
We all understand and therefore
all-
don't need to explain to each other.
Right.
Exactly, because we all know what it is.
Exactly.
That's right. I think Arvor gets like a cool badge by his name now. I think that's what happens, right? But yeah, we're going to wrap up a little bit early here, just so that we don't continue to disconnect and have problems like that. But you guys are on a good note to wrap up. We're going to have the straw poll coming in next week, Monday at 4 p.m. So don't worry, I have counted it. I've got it noted down for a party potion punch bowl to come towards these guys with Imi, the skeleton man or something like that.
I think it's supposed to be Jimmy.
Jimmy, okay. Gotcha. I like Imi more, actually. I think we should stick with Imi at this point. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Apologies for wrapping up a little early and for the internet issues. They should be fixed. For now, I've come up with a few solutions to them. So we'll see if they work. But yes, thank you to Mike for hosting the stream for me as well. Otherwise, we would be all over the shop. But if you did enjoy today's show, then we're back again tomorrow at the same time of Tuesday tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, God, Tuesday. Tuesday at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. for D&D5E. Should be a lot of fun. Charlie's actually running a game for us. I mean, one shot at 4 p.m. with Josh, Beth, and Kira. So that should be good. But yeah, you can join us again next week. Other than that, let's go around and thank our players and see where we can find you guys online and on the internet and stuff like that. So let's start with host, Mike, the Eeyore of Gunner Roleplay.
Yeah, I do the same thing Will does, but far more American on my channel. We also play D&D. We have community nights. We have a 12-hour coming up. Unfortunately, it's the same day as your Gamescom thing. So if you guys can't make it to Gamescom and you can't make it to the stream, feel free to come do American things. And I think that's really it. Come hang out with us and play some D&D.
Hell yeah. What's cool?
Oh, Mitch will be there.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Mitch will be there, yeah. Tosco, yourself.
Basically, you'll find me here or on Twitch at Tall Squall. I'm hoping to have a campaign to run here on Encounter Roleplay, either November time frame-ish or right after the new year. So it will be crazy because it's my first time, and I'm sure y'all will be merciless. So that's great.
Absolutely. And Josh, what about yourself?
I will be here, as said, tomorrow for a strange sounding one shot. I don't know if you got the brief on it, but I've heard some weird stuff that Charlie's going to throw our way. I think it's sort
I'm
of
playing Kira's sister or something. I forgot I wanted.
yeah, but basically, I think this is revenge for like a whole campaign of making her life entirely misery. So it should be interesting to see what she throws our way.
I don't know if you're there on a 24-hour stream, but we had to end like a little bit early, and she expected, and she was like, "Okay, you will die." We were like, oh.
Yeah, so it should be good. I'm looking forward to that. But if you can't find me there, which you will be able to find me there, but if you don't find me there because you missed me, that's on you. You can find me in the tavern, which is the ! Tavern in chat. I've just posted it there. And definitely go around and check there. Also in the Discord is down there as well. And yeah, there's loads of cool stuff going on. It's basically a 24/7, always live role-playing server, text roleplay. It's really cool. It's run sort of by a bunch of moderators who you'll see around in chat and you'll see everywhere. And there's loads of cool stuff going on over there. So I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Go check out that Discord, guys, and you can hang out and chat to us there pretty much all the time. But other than that, hit that follow button. Join us for tomorrow's shows. Another 6 hours streaming happening at 1 p.m. through 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. for the UK and 9 p.m. respectively. Other than that, though, guys, thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who cheered, because that's a thing. Followed, watched, hung out. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow for more D&D action. But until then, try not to roll too many nat ones, because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, guys. Nailed it.